Now for the EFDD, Stefan Wolf.
Good evening, Mrs. Vestager. When the UK joined the European Common Market in the 1970s, we, the British, imagined that we would be joining a prosperous trading bloc. In the 1970s, the EEC accounted for almost 40% of the world's economic output. Since the decision to become a political union, a country, the EU now accounts for only 25% of world trade. In a decade, it is expected to be down to 15%. Lower tax levels, higher regulations, average unemployment is up, whilst our competitors in other regions, including the Commonwealth, which we left behind from our country, are now rising. Whatever the European Commission has been doing all these years, don't you agree that the economic evidence shows it clearly hasn't been helping countries in the EU to compete against anybody?
I do not in any way recognize this picture of the Europe that I believe in, not in its history and not in the future to come. On the contrary, what I have seen is the European Union developing from a single market to a community where we rely on each other and where there is a very, very fine balance between the responsibilities of member states and what we do in common. And I ascribe to the European Union the prosperity and the ability to contain a major crisis as we have experienced in these last years. I have no idea how the world would have been without the European Union, but I'm absolutely certain that we would have been much, much, much worse off.